Hey, Todd Uzel here. I read some things online that say never put a down payment on a house. So we're going to go through a few scenarios today. One is going to be at 20% down. It's going to be assuming a $500,000 house, 20% down, a $1 million down, 3% down, and a $0 down, which will be using some sort of down payment assistance product. We will assume a 7% rate, just because that's kind of where rates are today, a little bit lower, but 7% rate on the down payment assistance will take a 7.625 rate. Assistance, which will require zero down payment. There's a little bit out of pocket, but for the sake of this argument, say zero out of pocket from a down payment perspective, the payment would be $4,000. So that's $200 higher than the 3% down and $1,000 higher than the 20% down. Now, the big question is, if you have this down payment, what would you do with the money otherwise? So let's assume do the 20% down. Could have done 3% down, but you want to take your money saved and put it into an investment account. $800 a month, which you put every month into an investment account and you invest for 30 years. The reality of it is you probably refinance your home whenever it makes sense, but it's pretty standard in Arizona. Every 5 to 7 years you're doing something with your home. But for the sake of this argument, let's say you invested $800 a month at a rate of 10% compounded annually. 10% standard on the S&P. So if you did that, $800 a month for 30 years, you'd make about $1.6 million. So come down to the 3% down house. So instead of putting your 100K, you're going to do 15% down and invest the $85,000. Assuming 10% rate over 30 years compound annually, you're looking at about a $1.4 million return. So the $800 a month from the 20% down example is better because you've invested over 200K. So if you're able to sprinkle any additional monies into the 3% down, you're going to invest that 20% down. Now, if we go down to the $0 down, let's assume you didn't have a down payment. Now your payment's $4,000 a month. And again, the refinance whenever it made sense. Let's assume you could squirrel away $250 a month. Mortgage insurance, and there's an argument to be made for that, but the reality of it is, once you're in your home 5 to 7 years, maybe 10, you're going to have enough equity in that house to get rid of mortgage insurance anyway. So, as you talk to your financial advisor and your mortgage lenders and all the folks that kind of try to help you with your finances along the way, just think about these things. There's lots of options. I love this stuff. Just a big math problem. So, if you have questions, I hope this helped. My name is Todd Uzel. Hope you have a great day.